There isn't a one-size-fit-all to spirituality. There isn't some type of drug-like experience that will guide you to experiencing bliss, peace, all of your manifestations coming into fruition, and the realization of Source within at a instantaneous level. That isn't the case. Because in physicality, we go through transitional periods, transitional phases to ease us into the beyond. Like, for example, when they speak of extraterrestrials being now seen upon the planet, many masters alike have predicted these type of things, but slowly over time, when you look at the consciousness of the collective, we've been fed information that on a subconscious level brings us comfort when we see things that isn't of what we call normality, like extraterrestrials, for example. Our consciousness is now so grounded and balanced to where when we see these type of things, when wars are popping off, when we starting to see miracles, and even our own lives as individuals is starting to move down a path that is very miraculous, we say, okay, that's interesting, I can actually handle this. See, there was a time where humanity as a whole couldn't handle these type of things. So that's where you have to bring in ownership. Own the fact that you have evolved to a point that your ancestors even share. See, people talk about doing a lot of ancestral work, but there comes a point now where your ancestors are saying, stop focusing on us. For we are in a position to where we're cheering for you. If you have gotten to this point on earth, all is done. In truth, there was nothing that you needed to do to begin with, because you have to anchor the fact, and it serves for you to anchor the fact that Source, A.K.A. God, is all. Source, A.K.A. God, is abundant. What does that mean, Nadiie? That means if something is all and something is abundant, it needs not anything, for it has it all already. So what do you need to do if you are Source's child? You are God's child. We are God's child. There's nothing for us to do. That by itself should be enough to bring forth satisfaction in your life. But you have, certain humans that want more complexities. But we're saying move to a more simple time, because simplicity is spirituality. You will never find complexity in spirituality, even with the most quote-unquote complex techniques. They are actually simple. It's apply yourself, be involved with your discernment, and have discipline. The word disciple comes from the word discipline. And disciple is to guide and to follow, is being in guidance. So when you are a disciple of something, when you are disciplined, you are in accordance with guidance of the highest light that serves for you. So now we're asking you to shift your perspective to that. You are in a place, a space and time, in some people's eyes, where everything that we have thought we had to do in regards to spirituality is now off the table. See, my birthday was 010101, January 1st. It just passed. And the reason we bring that up is because every year I hold a gathering. And this gathering is about bringing people together in physicality and guiding people to understand the discernment and master within. This gathering took a turn to a more masterful level. Usually we have a footing period where we're getting our footing and we're baby stepping people into this new life, ushering people into this new life. Well, this gathering that just passed, Source was having me say, listen, there's no excuse anymore. Awaken the master in you now. I'm going to give you some steps for you to take, each individual, to remember who you are. Some person asked, how do I align myself with hitting certain, stocks and getting, certain forms of abundance from material through these stock means? And I would say, well, first you have to master your intuition and master your discernment. For if you want to hit stocks, understand that you, as God's child, have the ability to go in between multiple dimensions and multiple realities. You are quite literally a walking portal. So you can go into a reality, walk into a portal that you created that will lead you to a reality that gives you a form of epiphany or intuition that you can utilize in order to hit a specific stock. But there's two techniques within that. The first one is learning to trust your intuition and learning to trust your discernment. For if you don't master that, you won't know what stocks to pull out of and what stocks to go into, because you're so, oh no, what should I do? Get that aligned. And then trust that the God in you can be masterful with any stocks and bonds techniques. You can go on YouTube and look up techniques for stocks and bonds. And because you've mastered your discernment and intuition, understand that God is limitless, not limited. So any technique you use will work because you've mastered discernment and intuition. So I was saying, open your mind to understanding that you are limitless. Anything will work for you, but you have to be masterful within yourself, because there are laws in the universe that say we don't care how you speak. We don't even care about your actions. We care about your frequency. If your frequency says, I don't know, but your words are saying confident, 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 and your actions are saying confident, 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 but your frequency is saying, I don't know, we're going to move off of the frequency. We don't care about your words nor your actions anymore. Because we see countless times in this world, people will do good deeds not out of their heart. What's in your heart? There was another person in the gathering that had everything, but they was just lazy. The guys were saying, listen, your prayers will not get answered anymore because all of your prayers has already been answered. If you ask Source for something in particular, trust that you have it. Well, we not only put you in a position to trust that you have it, we actually gave it to you. Most of y'all, all of y'all, have your prayers answered. But you keep praying. Why? That's why I said become your prayers. Because there comes to a point where you have to become and integrate the love that you decided to see in God. Integrate it now. That's what's going to guide you to realizing, oh, life is simple. Spirituality is simple. The master is me. Please and truly heed this call. If you're interested in booking a one-on-one session with me, click the link in the bio. And if you're also interested in joining our mystery school, DM me first and I'll give you our 3-day course for free. Because if you aren't willing to integrate at least 3 days with God, why are you trying to join a mystery school? With that, we say welcome home.